to Career Uprising. I'm your host and professional career coach, Lorraine Rise. Join me as I guide you through an amazing journey of self-discovery and empowerment. If you are looking for work, changing careers, or stuck in a toxic job, then this is the show for you. I offer both practical and spiritual guidance to help you up-level and advance your career. Let's start the uprising. Hey there, guys. You're listening to episode 139, Let Other People Judge You. Hey, have you given my show a review yet? You guys, I would really appreciate it. Take a moment now while you're listening. Go to Apple Podcasts, give a rating and review. I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you guys for listening, whether you're brand new or you've been here a zillion times. Thank you so much. And so just in case you missed it in last week's show, very briefly, I made an awesome announcement that we've rolled out a brand new set of very, very flexible, low-cost payment plan options for our program. I'm so excited about this. I've never done anything like this. So at Career Uprising, we are committed to making career coaching and resume writing affordable and accessible for everyone. And we can do that now with the options that we have for financing through PayPal. So check that out at the website. No interest programs, no money down programs. We got you covered. All right. So I want you to get the help that you need and be able to afford it. So go to careeruprising.com/programs. You can just click on the little learn more button right by the PayPal logo, and you'll get to see the payments and the structure of them and how it all works. Okay. So if you've let the cost stop you or in the past, or you're curious, please, please, please go read about it. And you can email me at Lorraine@careeruprising.com if you have any questions or book a call. All right. All right, let's dig in. Today's show is called Let Other People Judge You. What the heck? What the heck? Maybe that seems like an odd topic for this show, but it's not. So we face judgment from other people all the time, and certainly in our careers. We feel like our bosses are judging us, our coworkers, and oftentimes ourselves. And this can really hold us back in life, and it can hold us back in our career advancement if we let it become personal. So I'm going to share with you in today's a somewhat brief message, a couple of perspectives that I have on this concept of other people judging us and how you can transcend it to grow and thrive in your career and every area of your life. So the funny thing is, I had this topic planned out for quite some time, since I think the end of 2022, months. But it's funny and synchronistic that just this morning, well, not this morning, but the morning that I wrote the script a few days ago, I saw a news story that encapsulates this topic and what I want to say perfectly. It was so timely. Maybe some of you saw this quote news story. It's not really news, but it was on the news. Anything is news these days. But there was a husband who took a short video of his wife doing her morning exercise routine. And she's a new mom with an infant. So I think the infant was like right next to her, and she was doing her morning workout. And he posted it on social media. And he put a caption and a description in there saying how the house was dirty and the dishes and the laundry were all piled up and needed to be done. But he fully supported and loved the fact that his wife was taking time for self-care and doing her workout, and the dishes and the laundry and all that could wait. Okay. So bear with me. This is relevant. So, of course, all of the internet trolls came out, and there were thousands, maybe even millions of views. I don't know, but it went viral, they say. And they were then interviewed, and I think it was maybe NBC News, but they were interviewed on one of the morning shows. There were tons of comments, both supportive and highly critical. And so some people cheered this husband on for being so supportive of his wife, taking time for herself and prioritizing her over the chores, some people attacked him for being sexist and assuming that the dishes and the laundry were her responsibility. And why couldn't he just pick them up, pick the dishes up and do it himself instead of posting on social media about it, right? Probably could have gotten it done in the same amount of time. So what this story is about, and the reason I'm sharing it today, is not to take a side either way and decide if this husband was right or wrong or sexist or not. You can make that determination if you want to judge them. I'm staying out of it personally. But my point is that we are in a day and age where judging other people and therefore ourselves has never been easier. It's a way of life now, which is sad. People have been judging each other, though, from the dawn of time and the beginning of humanity, okay? Judgment, to a certain degree, is needed in the world. That's how we discern things and navigate life and figure out what's relevant, what's important, what's safe, what's not safe, right? We need a certain amount of judgment ability in life. But living in this high-tech age that we are in, it has been taken to a whole new ridiculous level. Now, nothing's really changed. We're still judging each other, but it's visible to the whole world. So what does this mean for all of us? Well, I think this is an opportunity for all of us to look inward and really think about how we view ourselves. How you view yourself, of course, will always be more important than how other people view you. And to that end, how you view yourself will determine how you react to how other people view you. Did that make sense? So what I'm saying there is that how you view yourself is more important, and how you view yourself determines how you process other people's judgments. Okay, so here's what I want to do. We're going to take a very quick commercial break, but when we come back, I have 3 principles that I want to share with you to help you navigate other people's opinions of you so that you can be happy, be confident, and thrive in your career and your life. All right? So those 3 strategies coming up in just a moment. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, while the show takes a quick break, I want to tell you about 2 ways that you can get help in your career for free. First, you can sign up for my mailing list and be a part of my community. I offer in-depth resources and solutions for your career problems. I have a free gift waiting for you when you sign up. Head over to careeruprising.com/signup and join my community today. Then join my LinkedIn group called Career Uprising Online Community. It's growing every day, and you can interact with me and ask questions about your own situation. Just open up LinkedIn now and search for Career Uprising Online Community. And I can't wait to connect with you. Let's get back to the show. All right, guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. So let's talk about 3 principles that will help us navigate other people's opinions and our own opinions of ourselves. All right, so these are not necessarily actionable tips because this topic's kind of, kind of like an intangible, abstract topic a little bit. But there are more perspectives that I want to offer you, okay? Number 1, we don't see the world the way it is. We see it the way we are. I wish I'd made that up, but I didn't. You've probably heard it before, but it's so brilliant and so true. It is important that we understand this concept because this is how the world works. You are looking at the world through your lens, through your personality, your own unique experiences. You're a summation of everything you've ever experienced up until this point in your life. So that's why some people can hear a news story like the one I just described with the husband and the wife and feel happy and supportive, and another person will hear something completely different and get all offended. They're basing their opinion on their own experiences, preferences, and their own life experience. So what does all that mean? It means it's meaningless. So who's right in that debate? Is the husband a bad guy for doing that? Or is he just well-intentioned? Who's right? Who cares? Neither. No one's right or everyone's right. No one's wrong and everyone's wrong. It's all meaningless and subjective when you understand what it is based on. It's based on nothing, or something that is subjective and constantly changing, because somebody's opinion about an issue could change down the road. We do evolve and change our opinions. So does that make your previous opinion on a subject wrong back then? Who knows, right? This is also fluid and transient, and it's somebody else's life views and experiences is the worst thing for you to base your opinion of yourself on. Absolute worst thing you could base your self-opinion on. Number 2, perceived judgment from others is always self-judgment. Let me explain this one. Other people can only offend you if you believe what they are saying is true. This is huge. This is a game changer. If somebody calls you a name or an insult and you're 100% confident in yourself and you don't even care about their opinion anyway, you're not going to get offended. Have you ever had that happen? We only get our feelings hurt by other people if there's a part of us that is believing it and giving credibility to that person and what they're saying. So let me give you an example, right? Okay, so I have a middle schooler. So if a kid, like an elementary school or middle schooler, were to say something to you, like, I don't like you or whatever, are you really going to be that offended? I'm not. You know why? Because I'm 38 years old and I'm pretty confident in myself and I don't need to believe what a middle schooler tells me. Does that make sense? You only get offended by the other person's opinion because you believe it and you're valuing their opinion. But you can stop doing that anytime you want. Not only are they judging you, but now you are judging you because you're believing it and buying into it. And that's what's actually getting you offended. The fact that you believed it yourself, not the other person. Think about that. I mean, really let that marinate, you guys. The only reason that you get offended by what somebody else has said is if you actually believe it. Otherwise, you're going to brush it off and be like, whatever, they're dumb. They don't know what they're talking about. And you're going to go on with your life as you should. Number 3, willpower is not enough. All right. You know this from when if you've ever been on a diet, right? When people are dieting, it is well known that simply avoiding unhealthy foods through willpower is not going to work. It almost always fails. Likewise, in this scenario, I know it's not enough for me to just tell you, oh, don't worry about other people's opinions, get over it. I'm sure that thought's already occurred to you, right? And you've probably tried it just out of sheer willpower. Today, I'm going to stop caring what everybody thinks of me. Okay, good luck with that, right? So I could sit here all day and tell you to just stop caring what other people think as if it's that easy. All right. But I know that that's not enough. If it were enough, it would not be a problem and no one would ever get into a fight on the internet with some stupid internet troll, right? So you need to get to the heart of why you care in the first place. Why are you letting yourself get offended? What does that say about you and your values? And is that something you still want to continue to believe and value? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But let this be an opportunity for you to look inward and learn more about yourself and figure out how you can be more confident and self-assured, but yet also be open to constructive criticism when necessary. There is a very critical balance that we are trying to find there. And I think the intention is different. It's a different feeling and a different intention to be open to learning and constructive criticism than it is to just go around being offended by everything. Two totally different things. We want to be open to other people's opinions when it makes sense to, but also learn when to tune them out when it makes sense to. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap up the show with this final perspective. I want you to also consider that it's not other people's judgment that is making you unhappy, but your resistance to it. When somebody else judges you, and they are going to, guys, so let them judge you. It's a wheel in motion. You can't stop. You basically have two options. You can either learn from it and accept it, or tune it out and get on with your life. That's pretty much what your two options are. Either way, stop resisting it. Stop dancing somewhere in between those two and driving yourself crazy. It's the resistance and the getting offended that makes you unhappy. Either listen to it and accept it, or don't care and move on. But you've got to do one or the other. Either way, it's a form of acceptance. You're either accepting it, or you're accepting that you don't care and you're going to move on. You're not wallowing in between. It is the resistance that's killing you, my friends, not the judgment itself. Okay, I hope that served you in some way. Thank you for listening. Check out the podcast, careeruprising.com/podcast. Check out the program options and the payment plans at careeruprising.com/programs. And I have got a rockin' set of shows for you guys in March. We're going to be talking about how to break into the C-suite. So if that is something that you have wanted to do, I've got a 2-part series coming in March that's going to be killer, all about how to break into the C-suite. So that's what's coming up next month. All right, take care, guys. That's it for today's show. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you heard today, please consider giving the show a positive review on iTunes. It would mean a lot to me, and it would help to spread the word so that others can learn about the show. Thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to connect with you again next time on Career Uprising.
This show is brought to you by InflowRadio.com, the best curated talk radio network for personal development, wellness, spirituality, and conscious business.